Hi, Hiram here. Yesterday I did a test on this Flat Cat Gear IsoClean 2.0 stove. It's an isopropyl alcohol stove. And the test I did yesterday was using isopropyl rubbing alcohol 70% versus the test before of 91%. And we saw that where the 91% got the water to boil starting at 60 in 7 minutes and 24 seconds, using the 70% isopropyl, it didn't get it to boiling. It only got it up to 199 degrees, about 92.7 degrees Celsius when the burner ran out. Excuse me. I got a comment from John over at Flat Cat Gear where he said, yep, 20 milliliters of 91% has 18.2 milliliters of isopropyl in it, while 20 milliliters of the 70% only has 14 milliliters of isopropyl. To compare apples to apples, you would need to start off with 26 milliliters of the 70% alcohol. I had said something like that yesterday, that you needed more of the isopropyl to get it to a boil. So I'm going to use John's figures. I have 26 milliliters of the 70% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. I cut a couple more discs because the disc from yesterday is still sopping wet with water in it from the alcohol. Okay, here's 26 milliliters. I should have put the disc in. The disc, from what John said, is more for starting in cold weather. If you were in the summer or whatever, you could probably just light this without that carbon felt disc in it. This just helps it wick up a little bit for lighting in the cold. Excuse me. So there we have 26 milliliters. Let's see about lighting it. You need a butane lighter, makes it easier with this stuff. Okay, we'll go for the 1 minute warming up period. I really should get some jokes or something do something during this time period. The next video that I have coming up, excuse me, Zuzable asked if this could run on vodka, so I'm going to try that. I have some vodka that I got from a buddy of mine for my birthday last year. I wanted to use it for some other tests. We can't get Everclear moonshine alcohol around here, so we thought we'd try that. Again, this light on this 70% isn't quite as bright as it was with the 91. But still, it's bright enough. Do I have time? If you shut off all the lights, you can still see pretty good. I hope this shows up on the camera. Okay, we got 57, 58, 59. Here I have 2 cups of water, setting at 60 degrees. Now, as soon as I put the pot onto the burner, I don't know if you can see it there, but because it restricts the airflow, the flames go to blue. So let's see how this one goes. We're now 3 minutes into the test, and the temperature's up to 111 degrees. As you can see, the flames are nice and blue. When the pot comes down onto the stove, like I said, it restricts the airflow and turns the all yellow flames into blue. It's one of the neat things about John's IsoClean 2.0 stove, that it lets you use isopropyl alcohol without having all the soot and yellow flames. There we are at 210. To 11, 212 at 8:30. Cool. Okay, so that time we had 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees, come to a boil in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Still have flame there, but let's take this off. That way, that's what you do so you don't get the soot. See how the blue flame turns back to the all yellow flame? The air's not being restricted into it. That yellow, I think, is carbon burning. Okay, let's see. So that was, again, 2 cups of water starting at 60 degrees. Came to a boil in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. In the test yesterday, using only 20 milliliters instead of the 26 like I did today, it didn't get to boiling. It only got up to 199 degrees, 92.7 degrees Celsius. On the previous test, using the 91% isopropyl alcohol, that came to a boil in 7 minutes and 24 seconds. Now there is, for the purpose of testing, I have a 1 minute warm-up time so that they're all at the same rate. You could probably put the pot right onto the burner. It might soot a little bit in the beginning, but this is just for testing purposes that I have that 1 minute wait. Okay, I just want to show you something when this runs out. There's actually water left over. I guess it's water left over in the alcohol, which is what it cools this whole thing off. The water in the alcohol is turning to steam, cooling everything down a little bit. Wow, the legs here are glowing. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the camera, but they're actually glowing in there. Another thing I think I forgot to mention the other day was, with this 70% isopropyl alcohol, there is a real smell, real odor of alcohol in here. Way more so than with the methanol. Okay, let's run out. See the, I don't know if you saw that. Quite a little puddle of alcohol, plus there would be more, but the carbon felt disc in there is probably soaked with the water. So you have to remember, dump that out when you're done with your test. Okay, so Jon seems to really know his stuff. 26 milliliters will get the 2 cups of water to a boil, whereas 20 milliliters of the 91% will do it. A lot of people like using this alcohol because you can get it readily at drugstores, grocery stores, the whole bit, whereas the denatured alcohol, you end up having to buy at hardware stores in this shape, or in my case, I get methanol by the gallons at much cheaper yet. So I thank Jon over at Flat Cat Gear. I'll leave some links down below for where you can check his stuff out at his website and his Facebook page. I'll leave links down below again to previous tests that I did on the prototype of this stove. He gave me his prototype. That's cool. And he also gave me this one. That's cooled off already. The temperature here in the room is 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So I thank Jon for giving me this stuff. I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions. And as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.